Hi, good evening, everyone. Today is July the 2nd. Unbelievable. Half the year done. And I always think about productive things that I want to talk to on the Monday calls. And what I thought I wanted to do today was talk again about setting goals. I think it's a great opportunity. We're starting the last 6 years, the last 6 months of the year, and starting fresh right here in July. We've had a burst of activity in our team with some new distributors coming on board. And I think it's always fun and exciting because we get like new blood and new energy, and we hear new ideas. It's always exciting to have new people come on and share their experiences with the product and, you know, this amazing technology that we have. I'm going to share my screen a second because I've always liked, and I'm sure most of you have heard of it, but okay. Oh, I forgot to hit share screen. Sorry. Okay, share screen, here we go. So can someone give me a thumbs up if you can see? Oh, why can't I make this bigger? Oh, here we go. Okay. So I'm sure most of you have heard of this, the SMART goals. And what it stands for is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. And when you set your goals, that is, you want your goals to have all of this. And so with specific, you want to define the goal as much as possible with no unclear language. Who is involved? What do I want to accomplish? Where would it be done? Why am I doing this? The reasons, the purpose, which constraints and or requirements do I have? Measurable. Can you track the progress and measure the outcome? So how much, how long, when will I know that my goal is accomplished? Attainable and achievable. This is a little tricky. We want the goal to be attainable, but you also want to challenge yourself a little bit. So pick something that's a tiny bit scary that you think, yes, if I really set my mind to it, I know I could do it, but that is not something like super easy to achieve. And maybe, you know, that saying like shoot for the stars and shoot for the stars and look up high and you'll land among the stars or something like that. So you want your goal to be something that challenges you. The next point is you want to be relevant. So it's a goal that has to be worthwhile, and each goal consistent with other goals that you have established and fits with your immediate and long-term plans. And timely is that your objective should include a time limit. And then the other thing that I wanted to share with you is I did this some time ago and I tweaked it a little bit. Oh, maybe it's over here. And then if you want, okay, here we go. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so I did the SMART goals specific for LifeVantage. Let me give you an example. A general goal would be work in my LifeVantage business, but a specific goal would say, I make 2 calls a day. I show the video 15 times a month. I sign 1 new distributor by X date. And when your intention is clear, a mechanism appears. And that is so true. I cannot tell you how many times I decided I'm going to write this, it's going to happen, and you write it down. And sometimes you even forget about it and you go back and you look and you go like, whoa, it did happen. So I want to encourage everyone in my team to set goals for the next 6 months. Measurable, so you want to add a time frame also. So by the last of the month. Attainable, when you identify goals that are most important to you, you begin to figure out ways that you can make them come true. You develop the attitudes, abilities, skills, and financial capacity to reach them. And realistic. So, oh, see, this is what I was talking about. A high goal is frequently easier to reach than a low one because a low goal exerts low motivational force. Some of the hardest jobs you've ever accomplished actually seemed easy simply because they were a labor of love. And then timely is that a goal should be grounded within a time frame. So you're going to say by May 1st, by. And what I thought, so for LifeVantage, we have the blueprint, what you call the proven plan. And it's basically based on how many presentations you do a month, because the proven plan says a minimum of 15 presentations a month. And if you want to rank advance faster, you need to do more than that. Now, when I first started, I go like, well, what does a presentation mean? So a presentation can be any of these. It can be a three-way call. It can be a one-on-one. It can be small groups. It can be in-home meetings, distributor meetings, company events. It can also be, now that we have the app, I think the app is also a great opportunity to contact people, and we have the app and we can send them the video or send them different videos. So every time, let's say that you expose a person to either the business or the products, you can consider that a presentation. So set your goal to do a minimum of 15. That's the minimum that we should do. If you want to go faster, then you need to do more. And then this is something that Eric Worre talks about. If you have listened to Eric Worre, the GoPro, he calls it plan, do, review. So you plan what you're going to do, you do it, and then you review how well it worked. So for example, let's say we planned that we want to reach X rank in the next 90 days. So you would divide, let's say that I want to say, okay, I want to be a Pro 3 in the next 90 days. Pro 3 is $5,000 in personal volume. So you want to break it down. If I want to attain that, let's say if I divide 5,000 into 3, that is how much more new personal volume I would need to add each month, okay? So by that, you can determine, let's say if you say, well, out of 15 presentations, I get usually on average 3 customers and maybe 1 new distributor, then you can start tweaking because you're going to know how much that's going to represent in volume. Now, for those of you that have team members underneath you, you can also plan with them to say, okay, if it's not only what I do, but let's say if I have 2 team members and you want to talk to them and find out what are your goals, and then you can help them achieve that personal volume, and then that would add to yours. So that's another way that you can look at it, okay? So let's say that this is my do plan, right? And it's 10 calls per week. I'm going to do 10 calls per week. That means it's 40 in a month. And then that's going to lead me to 2 one-on-one presentations per week. That's going to be 8 total. And I'm going to do 1 in-home meeting. And I have 3 guests attend. And I put here for 3 guests to attend, you need to call at least 20 people, because it's usually around 10% of people that will attend. And if you have 1 guest attend to a bigger, let's say the meetings that we do at the airport or one of the Super Saturdays. So let's say this is what I plan to do. So if I effectively do this, you have to keep track. If I effectively do this for the month of July, then at the end of the month, I need to see, well, did this really add up to the effectively 15 exposures? Because you might call 10 people, but that may or may not lead to you being able to show them the video. It could be that they're away, they're on vacation, they don't return your call, they say they're going to call and they don't call back. You know how it goes. At the end of the month, then you review, okay, I did all of this work and it was 15 or maybe it was 20, you don't know. And then if that's not the case, and it didn't add up to the volume that you thought that you were going to get for that month, then you would have to tweak it a little bit, okay? So you would have to evaluate if you are reaching that volume of sales, and if not, you have to adjust your exposure. So you might say, well, you know, if 10 calls gave me so much, then maybe if I did 15 calls a week, I would reach that goal, okay? I also suggest that you establish some SMART goals for your continued education, because the faster you develop your network marketing skills, the faster is going to be the conversion rate of the people that you talk to. You're going to move people through your funnel quicker. So remember, there's the weekly training calls, like the call like tonight. You can listen to this. Now there's no CD, so this obviously this is old. You can. It used to be they were called Pro Audio Series, and they would send you one every week, and it was recordings of people that, you know, during the big events, the elite academies, they would do recordings of the presentations of the elite, you know, for 8s and 9s and 10s, and we would have that information in a CD, and I love to listen to it in the car. Now all of that information is on the app in your phone. Call your upline for help, attend and bring guests to other distributor meetings. So you want to be checking Big Blue Calendar. For those of you that are new, the website is www.bigbluecalendar.com. And there's all the presentations that are happening throughout the United States and the world. So if you know people in any of the other countries that we're in, and you want to call them or contact them via Skype, you can. What I do is I first check to see what meetings are going on before I call them, in case they're interested. Then I can say, oh, by the way, you know, next Saturday there's going to be a really good presentation. It looks like you're interested. Maybe you want to go, and that'll help you make up your mind. This is what I wanted to focus on with my group, and what I would like to do is, so this day would be, let's say this would be 12/31, okay, because we're setting, so it would be 12/31/18. So I want you to go and think what your goal is, what rank you want to be by the end of the year. And then we're going to break it up by month. So for this month, how many calls you're going to do, how much volume you want to add, and let's do 3 months. Let's plan for 3 months, and then we'll review. Okay, so plan to review. After 3 months, we'll review to see if we're on track or if you got to put the pedal to the metal. Okay. Oh, it didn't save. This is old. Don't look at this. I did a new, and the iPad mini is not. I guess I didn't save it. Okay. And then also now we should really think in personal volume. Before, when I first joined, it was dollar for dollar. So if per tandem was $40, it was 40, let's say, PV. Now it's a little different with all the other products. So we need to not think in dollars, but think in personal volume, because that's what's going to be counted in for your rank advancements. Okay. So I will send everybody the corrected that I did, that I don't know. I know I did it, but obviously it didn't save it. And then let's plan for the month of July, for the month of August, and for the month of September. Let's plan what you want to accomplish and what you want to do, so that we can help everybody get there. And the other thing I was reading, I have a book about goal setting, and I was looking through it to also be able to give you a couple of pointers, and I found some interesting things. It says it's important to determine your level of skills, and I thought that really, really applied to network marketing, because network marketing is a little bit like a different, it's not really straight sales. So for those, like, for example, Debbie came from sales. It's a little different. There's certain skill set that we need to develop to be able to be successful in network marketing. So he recommends a skill inventory. He says every job has 5 to 7 key areas that are critical skills for you to be successful. And he's not talking about network marketing. He's talking like if you want to be a doctor, an architect, if you own your own business, whatever, selling flowers, whatever it is you do. If you have a horse facility, every job has 5 to 7 key areas that are critical, and you must be good at each one. Your weakest skill will set the height at which you can use all your other skills and will determine your income. I thought this was very to the point for network marketing. You can be excellent at everything, but if you have one skill that you're not good at, that is going to hold you back. So think a little bit about what is holding you back. This is what I think, that in network marketing, the skills that we need to have are databasing. So we need to constantly be adding people to our database. We need to learn how to invite people to see the information. We need to learn how to follow up. I think another crucial thing right now is start getting comfortable with social media. And I cannot thank Sharon Dominguez enough for allowing our group to use all her fabulous pages. If you're not familiar with those pages, I really, really suggest don't spend all your time there because we need to call people, but take a I don't know, 15, 20 minutes a couple times a week to go in each of the different pages and look at the information, because there's lots of things, especially the Team Believe and the Business of Network Marketing. There's lots of really, really useful tools that will help you get better at social media. I think that it's a love-hate relationship. I hated it, and I've come to accept it that it's just one of those things. It's like I hated texting, and now I love it. So I think it's one of those things that we just have to give in and try to get good at it, because a lot of people are doing really good, and I think it's a way to have a constant flow of new people. If you make friends with other people or friends of friends, and you learn how to post things to create some interest, I think it's a very good tool to have a constant flow of new people look at the information that we have. And I think you also have to invest in personal growth, and you have to learn how to teach others. If you want to grow a big team so that you can rank advance faster, you need to be able to teach the other people that join you how to do the same, how to invite other people, and then eventually we all need to learn how to present. That, I think, is the skill, probably of all the skills. Learning how to close or ask for the sale and learning how to present is something that for a long time you can rely on your upline. Because if you do one-on-ones or you do three-way calls, your upline or whoever you select to help you do the three-way call or the one-on-one will do the presenting for you and will do the closing for you. I did a call with Linda the other day, and the lady was interested, and she says, well, how do I get this? And I said, oh, Linda it's just going to take 3 minutes. She's going to set you up. You're going to have your own little personal page. So we will do that for you for as long as you need our help. But the other things really, really are skills that you need to work a little bit every day and develop. So I want you also to think on what is holding you back. What do you think are the things that you need most help with that are not helping you grow your business as fast as you want, so that we develop a little plan to put the pedal to the metal so that you can grow in building those skills as soon as possible. And I want to end with, we heard this also at Elite Academy. I can't remember who said it, but it was do 5 things every day that will help you move in the direction of your goals. And they gave this example, like if there's a tree in your house that you need to cut down, if every single day you go with your axe and you hit it in the same spot 5 times, eventually that tree is going to come down. But if you hit it 20 times and then you don't touch it for a month, and then 3 days in a row you give it 3 hits, and then you don't touch it for 2 months, then it's going to take forever if that tree ever comes down. I find that if you get into the habit of working in your business a little bit every day, do 5 things that will help you move in the direction of your goals. So it could be listen to a call, do 2 follow-ups, call 2 new people to invite, read something. Just do 5 things. Pick 5 things. They don't need to be 5 hours of time. You can condense it in 20, 15 minutes. You can listen to calls while you're driving in the car. You can listen to a call while you're folding your laundry or doing some housework. I do that a lot. But do 5 things every day. Work in your business a little bit every day, and you will see it's this compounding effort that then it becomes a routine that every day you work on it. So think about that tree that you need to hit 5 times, boom, 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 every day, every day, every day until it comes down. So I don't know if anybody has a question. If not, I will send everyone the goal setting. And then those of you that meet with me every Thursday, let's work on this. And I hope that we can make the second part of 2018 super, super, super productive and help every one of you rank advance to what you want your rank to be. And we all celebrate on New Year's with our brand new rank advance little buttons. So with that, I'm going to end this meeting. If anybody has a question, you can text me or call me, and I'll be glad to help you any way I can, okay? Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.